Very much, Dr. Joshi. I think you have highlighted the importance of the ESG and ESG reporting and what are the problems we are facing. Now, may I request Dr. José Luiz from Brazil, who is the global chair of SDG 4, to kindly give his views on this. Dr. Jose.
Hello, good morning to everyone. I'm saying a warm greeting from Brazil. We are very proud to be here, and I was listening carefully all these speaker and valuable insights about ESG. So I would like to thank very much for this kind invitation from Sigma University, and I feel honored to be here in this gathering of minds, like I used to say, to discuss further this subject that cannot be any longer outside our agendas worldwide. When we are talking about ESG, we are probably dealing with a step ahead from corporate social responsibility and all the things that corporate social responsibility have meant in the near past. But now, definitely, we are facing a changing world since the impacts of the great impacts that we have to deal globally with COVID-19 pandemic that spread out in the beginning of the year 2020, and this year, 2023, should be the first post-pandemic year, let's say, that unfortunately we, despite of the impacts that we have already with the COVID-19 around the globe, have to face enormous challenges and wars that are pointing out in different parts of the world. So are affecting our capacity to deal with these very important, emerging, and urgent issues that are at the same time that we are discussing this in this morning, are also be discussing in the COP28 in Dubai. So I'm very proud and honored to be here. I have tried to make a very brief and concise and humble presentation, and I would ask your permission to share my screen with you. I don't know if it will be possible to do. I may come with the probably the help of the host in order to share my screen. If it's not possible, we can go only by speech, no problem. It will be possible to make a presentation in the screen. Okay, thank you. I would now share with you. Believe you are all able to see the screen that I'm sharing now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. And this subject of this morning here in Brazil, afternoon in India, is to build a sustainable future and address the ESG solutions for a resilient world, or a more resilient world. And I am bringing here, at the same time, I am speaking on a very authentic mood, let's say, because one thing is very similar in Brazil and India, is that we are very spiritual, and we talk always and usually from the heart. So I am bringing here what I have addressed it as a, let's say, key point to the ESG framework discussions worldwide at this very special moment of the time, while in Dubai at COP28, we are at the same time discussing the final thoughts that will be probably released between this 12 and the 13th of December, that it is my birthday. So I am introducing to you like a humble present of these gathering of minds. And thank you very much again for Sigma University. And this presentation is being made first, then the presentation that I will do here in the afternoon in order to address this question in another international gathering that is promoted by a university network of researchers located here in Brazil that has a strong partnership around the globe because it is related to GSFN, the Global Sustainable Future Network, that is headquartered in the United Kingdom and headed by our beloved Professor Dr. Renuka Thakur, who gave me the responsibility, so increased my responsibility as a professor, an educator, an entrepreneur, to be the global chair of the SDG 4, that is quality education. So we are not more bringing from the agenda into action quality education, but we are bringing the need and the capacity of our countries to uphold the level of education and to bring this quality education at a glance. Here, I was really introduced. I will skip this part because I have been doing a lot of things. Of course, just the majority of you that are in this honorable audience of ours here. I got some awards during my life. One of them is the National Award in Education by Foundation The Brink, that was related to child and social education here in Brazil, as well as the Well Efficient, that is Award in Management and Transparency from Kenneth Institute, among other distinguished presence of my life. So this is our planet art, our mother art, and the future arrived bringing a strong impact on the global society. And we have no doubt about this, but with a slight difference. And for those people that cannot see on an appropriate way, I am showcasing a picture of our drawing of our planet art wearing a face mask, probably just like the majority of us in the hardest time of the COVID pandemic a couple of years ago. That started, as you all know, in a small city, for the China parameters, called Wuhan, in the February of the year 2020, and from there spread around the globe. Unfortunately, according to UNESCO, bringing almost 1.5 billion students outside the classroom. So if we are talking about the global classroom impact according to UNESCO in global education, we have to address, or we have the opportunity to address what would be or what shall be the higher education institution upcoming complexity that we have to connect. And there is one that I would like to bring to this discussion and to showcase in this morning. That is what I call, or I used to call, all at the same place generations workplace. There is some kind that I have realized that we better call as a pluri profiles, because integrates, merge different skills and abilities from different generations that we have in the world today. And with the COVID-19, along with the traditional experience that we are living around the globe, we have faced the challenge to have all these contemporary administration theories and their soup of letters that began with BB, that is baby boomers, the X generation, Y generation, Z generation, the millennials, the digital natives, they all are gathering together at the same time. And there is a picture also that I like the most, that is showcasing for us an old person, a senior person, wondering what to do with a notebook, a laptop, a MacBook, and a kid wondering what to do with an old typewriting machine. So where is the turn on button? Where I can see the game. So this is the inflection that I would like to bring today, because at the same time, we are facing all these impacts that we were left from the COVID-19 pandemic worldwide, and all these digital transformation and all these stuff that are bringing with the TICs, that with the theories that we are facing at this right moment in time, we will have to deal with this. And there are some complexities to connect, especially with these young people that is trying to be inserted in the labor market in the time of a global crisis. And of course, it has a very strong impact and effects on employability. It is something that ILO, International Labor Organization, had pointed to us around the globe right before the pandemic, during the year 2018 and the year 2019, that we have a yellow to becoming a red flag in terms of employability of this young generation that is in this range from 16 to 24 years old. And in Brazil, as a matter of fact, the impact is really even greater. While ILO in 2019 was concerned about the fact that 1/3 of the young generation will have no space in this labor world, in terms of Brazil, and after the pandemic, we grow up this number up to a level of 1 among 2. Yes, 50% of our young generation are at risk right now in terms of employability. And there is something that I would like to bring, what I consider something that is really strong. There is a triple impact. They lose the opportunity to gain expertise at a vibrant time in their lives. They face more difficulties with less rewards, and they risk affecting the productive capacities of the next years of their professional lives. I believe every one of us can remember what we were in this range of 16 to 24 years old. It was really a vibrant time of our lives. And if they are disconnected of this world, they will lose a lot of possibilities, and of course, they will downgrade their possible skills and abilities, even with the help that they should have in this digital world that we are living in. So I would not like to go further, but there are some post-secondary private education in pandemic that are facing and taking us and leading us to what I call Brazilian crosswords. We have around 600,000 students interrupting courses in private higher education. Delinquency was higher. There are a drop of around in the year 2021 of 9%, that increased it to a drop of almost 17%, almost double in the year 2000, at the end of the year 2022, and probably increased more in this year of 2023 here in Brazil. And the number of students, what is more astonishing, interested in enrolling in higher education dropped at a very strong and unimaginable rate. So the percentage of students that are interested in enrolling in higher education here in Brazil and around the globe dropped, but in Brazil, we face a very difficult challenge. So the COVID-19 pandemic affected outputs of the learning inequality in higher education around the globe, and of course, broadened inequality. That is the question that we have brought here. In this context, education for sustainability will emerge as a fundamental pillar and training of professionals aware of their social, especially of their social environmental responsibility. So we're here to move forward and connect the dots between the proven and sustainable frameworks. We have a lot of sustainable frameworks like 5 Rs, conscious consumption, zero waste, net zero, to improve our courses curriculum because most of the higher education institutions are dealing right now with this phenomenon of multi-generationality, but with analogic curriculum matrices in almost all fields of knowledge. So we have to move forward and to bring these, insights of these brand new generations and to change or to requalify a curriculum matrix, bringing the sustainability issue to them. And there are a lot of sustainability best practices and frameworks. We have really to incorporate into academic curricula and to foster a critical thinking and in fundamental skills. I will now stop sharing, and I will allow myself again to this, special gathering of minds to be here in order to discuss further any subject. I thank you very much for your attention on this, and I will remain at your disposal for any further consideration. It is really lovely to be here, and I feel India in my heart, just like I feel Brazil in my heart. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jose, for your very thought-provoking presentation.